NBA season right around the corner. I thought it would be cool to give you guys my top 10 teams in regards to who I think should be the favorites to win the 2021-22 NBA championship. Now, I don't have anything written down. That's my finger around here. I go off the top of the dome. This is just all that FERRO knowledge. I don't want to be too long on these because I don't think you need to take forever on this video. But here's my top 10 teams. We'll go 10-1 here on who I believe should be in contention to win that illustrious NBA championship. At number 10, I'm going to Denver Nuggets. So my 10, 9, and 8 are three teams that all are missing a piece right now, and we don't know if that piece will be around at any point this season. So at number 10, I'll go Denver. You know, the Nuggets are without Jamal Murray. We'll see when he comes back. He tore that ACL pretty late in the season last year. I don't know when he'll be back. Nikola Jokic is the MVP of the league. If Jamal Murray comes back in a timely fashion, then maybe, just maybe, at some point in the season, we'll move Denver up higher on this list. At number 9, Philadelphia 76ers. I don't know what the heck's going on with Ben Simmons. If he plays, I probably have him in my top 5, top 6. I'll probably put him over Miami. If he doesn't play, I mean, you know, I really like Joel Embiid, but if it's not about the fact that Ben Simmons isn't there, it's about the fact that they didn't trade for anybody for Ben Simmons as I make this video. And if they're not able to replace an all-star caliber guy with another all-star caliber guy, and I can't put them higher than number 9 on my list. At number 8, the Los Angeles Clippers, similar to these people, they got a star that's in question right now, Kawhi Leonard. When is he coming back? If the brother's able to get back January, February, which is an optimistic timeline, especially for Kawhi, then I would say the Clippers will have a good chance to win a championship this year. History shows us that Kawhi is going to take this thing slow. But I will say this for Clipper Nation out there, I do think it was a promising sign seeing Kawhi with Paul George at the Rams game a couple weeks ago. Then we saw Kawhi and PG together as Steve Ballmer unveiled the new arena. To me, that you wouldn't see a guy like that if he didn't have plans on playing at all this year. I do think those were promising signs. Maybe, just maybe, we'll see Kawhi at some point this season. And if those two gentlemen, those forwards are available, the team's got a chance to win a championship. Here's the thing. The Clippers are still, to me, the one team that can beat the Lakers out west. They just got to get to the spot to play the Lakers in the playoffs. At number 7, all right, let's get into some teams here that are expected to be at full strength. Miami Heat. They brought in Kyle Lowry. I think Kyle Lowry is going to work well with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. I love the possibilities of taking Jimmy off the ball more and putting him back in scoring mode. I want Jimmy focused on scoring 25, 28 points a game and defending. I thought too much over the last couple years. Though Miami had a really good run in the finals in the bubble, Jimmy was expected to be the premier playmaker. I don't want to see Jimmy as premier playmaker. I think he's still a guy that can go get you a bucket. I think Miami's got a chance to make a run at this thing, man. They got some pieces down there in South Beach. Let's see if they're able to put them all together. At number 6, Utah Jazz. Donovan Mitchell and company were well on their way to beating the Clippers, but injuries, right? They're a part of the game. Mike Conley couldn't get right. Donovan Mitchell was limping at the end of that thing. Rudy Gobert is still an incredible defender. He's always going to be in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. Utah is legit. It's tough to play in their building. They play defense. They were number 1 in the West last year. Mike Conley is steady. Bogdanovic, these dudes can light it up from 3. Jordan Clarkson off that bench. 6-man for a reason. I think Utah got a good chance here. Depending on what happens out west, my Los Angeles Lakers at some point are going to have to go into Utah maybe and win a game in the postseason. If the Jazz are able to get the number 1 seed again, that is not an easy task to do. At number 5, I got the Brooklyn Nets right here. A lot of people will have Brooklyn at 2 or 1. I don't have Brooklyn that high on my list. I think that people are overreacting to the Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, James Harden era. You know, these are all 3 incredible individual talents. All 3 will likely be first ballot Hall of Famers. James Harden and KD will for sure be first ballot Hall of Famers. Kyrie will most likely be a first ballot Hall of Famer. These are some of the greatest talents we've ever seen. This ain't a video game, though. This is real life. Personalities matter. Kyrie Irving ain't with the team right now because of the vaccination situation. Like, James Harden has shrunk in the biggest of moments historically in his career. KD has been good, not great in big games. Good, not great. There's a big difference there. He ain't been great, Now, he was great a couple times in the postseason last year against the Bucks. I'll give him that. He was really great. But overall, KD has been good, not great in big games. All things considered, when you look at the way Kevin Durant leads, which is more the chill, relaxed type of leader, I don't see this team. Steve Nash only been a head coach. This is only year 2. Like, this team ain't just a team that I know for a fact they're going to be in the NBA Finals. Even if they were healthy, you got to pick who takes the last shot. You got to have chemistry. At some point, you got to work these things out on the court. And Brooklyn ain't been able to do that. And I don't know when Brooklyn will be able to do that, depending on Kyrie's vaccination status. Can't put them no higher than number 5 on my list, despite all that talent. They got the most talent in the league by far. Number 4, I think the Golden State Warriors are coming back. I really do. Klay Thompson is on the timeline to get back by Christmas Day, right around the new year. He can easily work himself back. I think the Warriors got enough in that rotation with the couple young guys that they drafted to just stay around the cusp, stay around that 6 or 7 seed out west until Klay's able to get back. Then I think they can make their push right after All-Star break and potentially get a top 4 seed out west. Steph Curry played at an MVP level. You know, Draymond Green is an all-star when he's got Klay Thompson to his left and Steph Curry to his right. Those are facts, by the way. By the way, when he doesn't have Klay or Steph, he's not a top 50 guy in the league. But when he's got those guys, he turns into an all-star. That is a reality. The Warriors will be good. James Wiseman should be better. Some of these young guys, Kuminga, jump out the gym. I like the Warriors a lot, man. I think they're going to surprise a lot of people. That would be my money pick if I was out there betting, which I'm not, by the way. At number 3, how about the team that got to the NBA Finals out west, the Phoenix Suns? Look, you got to beat that team 4 times in the playoffs. You got to beat them 4 times. You got to beat Chris Paul 4 times. And as of right now, the only team to do that with Chris Paul on Phoenix is Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks. Like, that's not an easy task. Devin Booker can score. Chris Paul can lead. DeAndre Ayton is a body. Now, I do believe my number 2 team would have beat them in the postseason last year had they been healthy. But Phoenix, they're obviously going to have another year under their belt. Jay Crowder's still in the building. I like the Suns a lot. I think they got a couple breaks in the postseason last year. I'll be the first to admit that. But Phoenix is a tough out. That team, when they lock in defensively and that crowd gets to going in Arizona, man, oh man, you got a game on your hands. Chris Paul with the ball in his hands in the 4th quarter, the ultimate game management leader, whatever you want to call him, he is that. At number 2, though, I'm going to go my Lakers. My Lakers would have beat the Suns last year in the postseason had Anthony Davis not went down. You know, they added Russell Westbrook. I don't love this move, but I don't hate it either. It's kind of confusing. I know. I get it. Anthony Davis, if he's the best player on my Lakers team, we're competing for a championship next year. If not, I don't know. Russell Westbrook, I'm not even sure he'll be our starting point guard at the end of the season. I think Rondo will be in the mix again. I do like the Malik Monk signing. I do love the Dwight Howard signing. There are some moves that I love on that Lakers squad. Some I'm not as high on. Carmelo Anthony, we'll see what he's got in the tank. We'll see if he's able to commit to being just another guy. Kendrick Nunn, we'll see. Overall, the Lakers, though, they're loaded. They've been able to rest. They should be ready to go. I mean, LeBron's entering year 19. Not going to be too many more cracks at this thing, you think. I think this will be one of the good seasons for Bron and AD and the Lakers. Second best chances to me to win a championship this year. Number 1 in the hood, I'm sticking with Giannis and the Bucks. I love my Lakers, but Giannis and the Bucks got the perfect chemistry. He didn't need to go out and go grab another all-star. He just stood pat. And Drew Holiday's an all-star caliber guy in this league, but he's not an all-star technically. Chris Middleton, he's one of the guys that I don't believe will be an all-star if he didn't play with Giannis. So essentially, Giannis is playing with 2 B-plus players, but they fit in Milwaukee with the Greek Freak because he's the best player in the league. They're the favorite. Giannis plays harder than anyone on the court, period. Until you outplay Giannis, like that brick wall mess is done. Miami, he already went through the brick wall, whatever Donald Trump was trying to build. Giannis didn't went through that wall, right? Like, we're past that now. The pressure is gone. That jump shot, he's going to be taking that three-pointer next year in abundance, I believe, at least. He's strong, gifted. This dude is Shaquille O'Neal in 2021. And if he plays like how he played to end last year, he might be the 2022 NBA MVP and NBA champion again. Like, this dude is the real deal Holyfield. He makes the Bucks the real deal Holyfield. Coach Budenholzer went from on the hot seat to one of the best coaches in the league. I love how we do coaches, by the way. The Bucks are for real. They're consistent. They're in the East. Giannis is the new LeBron out there. So essentially, he'll be able to cruise through the Eastern Conference with his B+ A level game, whatever, and then turn it on in the postseason. Bucks, I believe, should be the favorites to win the championship. They're the reigning champs for a reason, man, and they deserve that respect. And Giannis has earned that, and that's my top 10. We'll see how many people have to argue with that one. Not sure if that's going to be the most popular list on everybody's horizon. Let's see how it goes. All right, top 10 teams I believe in contention, favorites to win the NBA championship. Yours truly, the one and only FERRO.